Canteen, Hot Take, Jake, and O. Sports Professor, you know.
Street Professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports Professor spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing your girl's DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champion.
I need my hands.
Let's go, street pro, bottom line. Flow, Canteen, Hot Take, Jake, and O. Sports Professor, you know. Yo, Street Professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, Flow, Canteen, Hot Take, Jake, and O. Street! Stop!
Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You the squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how folks turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Caught filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Do me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then I double back and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, oh, I'm not dumb like that. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
What up? Let me start that music again. Time to go hard or go home. All right. What up? Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports.
What up?
Here we go.
Yo.
Got a tight game over in Philadelphia.
Come on, defense.
What's the score now over there?
Got
What's the
it.
score, Canteen?
31-28, 25 seconds, fourth down.
All right.
Buffalo gets the ball.
Hey, did they miss the field goal? Are they about to do it?
Now
All right, what's up for the Bottom Line Sports? Got a close game in Philly, Bills, and the Eagles. Eagles about to try and kick a field goal.
Look like a kick now.
Bottom Line Sports here. Gonna do your wrap-up show today.
My slide on you.
Episode 87 of Bottom Line Sports. I'm Flo, the guy. Oh, that way. That guy over there. That's Omar. Guy down here, that's Canteen. I don't know where Jake is at, but
I ain't even gonna
I
point at
assume
you
he's
like
coming.
that.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
I should still be looking down on Jake, but I'm not anymore. It's not fun anymore.
Oh yeah.
I can't even talk anymore.
Oh, okay, it's not fun anymore.
Man, we need the old losing Jake back. We need the old Broncos back so we can make fun of Jake again.
Right? We need the old Broncos back. Welcome to the show, episode 87.
Hey.
We're on The Bottom Line Sports on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all those good things. Also, tune in to us on Spotify. I put the audio out on Spotify the next day. Listen to us in your car, on the run, at work, at in your, in the gym, whatever.
No good.
So 1,389. Did he make it?
And so again, y'all,
all right.
go subscribe
1,800
at The Bottom Line Sports. The Bottom
on
Line
Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, 1,389 on the Facebook group. Almost 1,400. 11 more people. Go over there and join the group. Tell your friends, all that good stuff, man. Woo! I think you like number 3, right, Canteen? This one. All right, here we go. Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports. A little chill music. There.
Oh,
What?
Oh, he made
What
it.
happened?
It curved in.
Did he make it?
Curved in right by the corner of the field goal.
How far a field goal
like,
was that? How long a field goal was that?
Oh man, that was a 40-yarder at least. I don't know the exact.
59 yard.
What? Was it 59 yards?
Was it 59?
59.
I know it was a pretty long one.
59.
Wow. Snuck in. It snuck
We're going to
inside.
overtime. You guys are watching the Eagles. Good game over there. The Eagles and the Bills. Keeping an eye on that. 19 seconds left, though. Maybe you can, do a field goal, a long field goal. Maybe you can get a long pass. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Shout out Allen. 59
all right.
Yards.
He got 20 seconds.
Hey, you want to finish up this game before we go into everything? See what happens.
Hey,
kind of do a play-by-play.
We can do a play-by-play while we're talking. It's all good.
Okay. All right. So here we are. We appreciate you. Like, share, do all that good stuff. Comment.
That's good.
And we appreciate you guys waiting on Jake.
Hey,
59
Alan.
Yeah.
Alan.
Yeah.
Shout out Alan Perales. He's a friend of the show, friend of the family.
Okay.
Part of the Let's Talk Sports family, who also
For sure.
partners
Shout
with
out to
us. So
Alan.
shout out to him as well. Alan, to answer your question though, that CM Punk, that pop he got last night may have been one of the craziest pops in wrestling I've ever heard in my whole entire life. The way the fans started cheering, and then they just, because it was such a surprise for all the people there, even though a lot of people thought he was going to be there because that was his hometown. When he came out, the crowd erupted and just started chanting his name for minutes. So the CM Punk comeback yesterday was crazy.
All right. Good deal. Get a little wrestling on the side. Is that wrestling?
Yeah. That is wrestling. I called that in my, by the way, another shameless plug. Go check out IOW Sports Network. I did a Kansas City versus Las Vegas preview. I know the game is over now, but it was funny. It was me and Wildcard Mars. So go check that out on tap with IOW Sports.
Wildcard Mars happy today. Man, they finally look. We'll talk about that in a minute, too. We got to talk about that game. A lot of good football today, man. A lot of good football all weekend. How was y'all's Thanksgiving? Everything good? Y'all had a good Thanksgiving?
Mine was beautiful. I was with Mom, so mine was beautiful.
Man, it was hella good, man.
Yeah, everything good. Did you get to eat enough food? I mean, I think I ate too much.
Real good.
Hey, that's the time I go.
Man, I don't want to see no Thanksgiving food for a while.
Right? Yeah, it's like after Thanksgiving, you don't want to see turkey till next year, right?
Yeah, I'm different. I've been eating turkey every day since as leftovers.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Usually my family. Well, we didn't have it here this year, sir. But usually we have like ham every day, every morning. Ham, the ham, the turkey ham. Or the Thanksgiving ham. We have it all morning, with eggs or something else. Different ways to prep it up.
I just made a homemade Reuben. I put some pork and some turkey and some ham and cheese in a bun.
Oh, okay.
That joint was slapping.
Okay. Oh, okay. Nice. All right. Let us know what you think.
Who's calling you trash?
Did y'all have a good Thanksgiving? Who's calling you trash? Oh, J Dawes talking trash already. J Dawes.
Man, Flo, you need to get him on here, man. All he do is run his mouth. He ran his mouth. Bro, we here. Come on,
send him the
show
link,
this, man.
Send him the link, man. He's scared.
Man, I'm finna send him.
He's scared or what? Is he scared?
All the talking, man. Come on to the show, man.
He just be talking, man. All right.
Hey,
wait on hot take, Jake.
Do either of y'all watch Red Zone?
No, I don't have the Red Zone.
Nah, I used to, but I stopped doing it, man.
Okay. Well, hopefully everybody there is okay. At the end, when they were going through their top 5 plays and all the touchdowns, there was a fire alarm going off, and they had to be evacuated live on television. It was crazy.
Oh, inside the studios?
Yeah. So they had to sign. He had to sign off really quick. He was like, "Here's all the touchdowns." You could hear him starting to go really fast because they had to be evacuated from the building.
Oh, so we gotta get out of here.
We gotta go.
All right. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, hopefully everything's okay. Sometimes most of the time, those are false alarms, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, who won the toss? Who won the toss on the overtime?
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo.
Okay, so they're probably gonna take the ball. They should take the ball, right?
He said, "When is the call in, bro? He want to call in on the phone, man."
Oh man, we don't do phone right now, man. We ain't that high tech yet.
The phone is inoperable.
Inoperable. Yeah, appreciate you joining the show. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Episode 87. Man, I don't know what did I do
at
on
the Bottom Line Sports.
The Bottom Line Sports.
Oh, Jake said he wouldn't be here for about 10 minutes. So.
Oh yeah. What week are? What week is this? Week 12.
Yeah, we got the week 12 review, and then week 13 coming up. We got some good games on the slate coming up.
Okay. Yeah, we're not going to cover college today. College is wrapping up. We'll cover it next show. We're just going to do NFL today. NFL week 12 wrap up.
And remember, y'all, you can catch us Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern at the Bottom Line Sports. So make sure you catch us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Right. Appreciate you. Omar, appreciate you.
Oh, that was pass interference. Come on.
That was pass interference, man.
Got harassed and they didn't call it pass interference. That's crazy, man.
Eagles gotten away with some big ones, man.
You could, yeah.
They have, man. There was some bad ones in there. I mean,
that was bad. He's pulling on his jersey and everything.
That's what I'm saying. They got away with a few.
I mean, home cooking could be in play here. You never know.
Could be. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I don't know you. Sometimes you can say it's home cooking. Sometimes you just never know. Let me put this back up. I had it wrong. I had NBA on there for some reason. I had to retype that thing. So, all right. So let's get into Let's get into some Thursday Thanksgiving Day games. We'll do the easy ones. You know, the Niners and the Cowboys games. They were fairly easy. The Niners played the Seahawks. They win 31-13. I think they made it somewhat competitive early. But the Niners now playing well after their 3-game skid. Now they have a big matchup set up next week against these Eagles playing right now. And so thoughts on this game, Professor 49ers Seahawks? Any thoughts on what happened at this game?
I just remember that there was someone on this program, shall not be named, who was just really hard on the 49ers for a 3-game stumble they had in the middle of the season. And I think it just may have been a little premature. I think that
I don't think so. I mean, they would be way ahead if they didn't have this stumble. They'd be in first place or tied for first. So I mean, come on, it's big. Don't tell me it's not big.
I think that
especially if the Eagles lose right now, if they only lose one of those games, they might be in first place right now. If the Eagles lose this game. That's what I'm saying. It is a big deal. It was a big deal. Don't tell me it wasn't a big deal.
I'm not saying it's not a big deal. What I'm saying is that you tried to act like it was the end of the world, like they weren't able to.
No, I didn't. No. Y'all perceived that I thought it was the end of the world.
Oh man, y'all go with the end of the world.
No. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Either way.
Oh man.
Right? The 49ers have been better. That's what I'm going to say. The 49ers.
Oh, that's what I said. Last week I said they were back. And even
better though. their defense has been better since Steve Wilkes, as Clubber D pointed out a couple weeks ago, moved from the booth
Is that
to
right,
the
Cam?
field. The defense has given up 3, 14, and 13 points in the past 3 games for a total of 30 points.
Whatever, man. I put you on second place, Clubber D. I think yes, that's good. That's a good take,
Flo, you
Professor.
talking reason about the 49ers, man.
Man,
Clubber,
I
I didn't have y'all losing
place.
every week. I picked
And
Seattle
I put
because
them in
Seattle
second
was playing
place.
at home.
Overall, the whole
Seattle
NFL, I had him in second place, man. Clubber D he's just sensitive. He's too sensitive about his 49ers. That's the problem.
I mean,
all right, here he is.
You
He's here.
kind of put on more than you do other teams.
We'll bring him in now. Here he is. He finally made it. I guess he thinks he's a celebrity now because his Broncos won a few games. He thinks he's a celebrity now.
Here we go.
Because his Broncos won a couple games. He thinks he's a celebrity. Against backup. All right, so let's play. We're not talking about them right now, Jake. So let's move on. Go ahead, Ken. What do you about this Niner game against the Seahawks? The Seahawks still have a chance?
Man,
The Hills have a chance in this division,
bro.
Yeah.
Seattle's on the outside looking in at this point.
Right.
I don't think they can win the division. I mean, right now they're on the outside looking in. They're not even in a playoff spot right at this point in the season.
Right.
So you have to take the 49ers serious point, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think that after the 49ers had that bye weekend, and if you look at the numbers,
right,
they won 30 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception.
Right.
McCaffrey was at his best. McCaffrey, 19 carries, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Deebo Samuel, 7 receptions, almost 80 yards. The 49ers get better week in and week out. Better.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't take them as a joke, man. They're playing really good. They're playing really serious. Seattle, I got a question mark behind Seattle. I really don't know, man. They got Eagles next. They got Philly next.
Right.
I mean, let me
back up to with Philly and Buffalo.
Seattle ain't even scored offensive
and Buffalo's
touchdown,
killed Philly with yardage.
Yeah, that's true. All right, what's the update on the score? Is it still a tie game?
It is still tied. Buffalo has the ball, 1st and 10 at
31-31.
25-yard line.
Okay.
So they are driving in the red zone almost.
Who has it right now?
The Bills do.
Red zone, man.
Okay, they're driving. Okay.
The Bills need this game more than anything. The Bills need to win this game, bro.
Yeah, the Bills really need this game. So we'll talk about it. It's over. Any thoughts on this 49er Seahawks game? Hot take?
Yeah, the 49ers are exactly who we thought they were. They're the best team in the NFC West. They are destroying easily. Once again, it's funny that just a year ago, people were thinking that Pete Carroll was the smartest man in the world, grabbing Geno Smith. How the tables have slowly turned. Boy, does Geno look like the piece of shit he's always been. Sorry about you, Geno. So,
I did say Geno has an expiration date. I said that last year.
Yeah, and we all agreed. I agree.
This is the facts. Pete Carroll, you had a chance to go after Lamar in the offseason. You had a chance to. You had 2 first-round picks in the top 10. I want to say at least 1 for sure by Denver. You didn't make a move. This is on you now. Good luck, buddy. Congratulations on getting Kenneth Walker. Congratulations on getting a left tackle. To win in this game, you need a quarterback. And guess what? Seattle is falling fast. They have the Cowboys, the Niners again, and the Eagles in a 3-week span. Ooh, I don't see either one of them winning any of those games at all. Sorry, Seattle. Boy, guess who laughs last now, buddy?
And that's what I'm saying. That's why San Francisco is so secure where they're at right now. So.
Right. Yeah, I mean, some people thought Seattle could fight for that division. I knew they would probably be in like second place, and I didn't know how close they would get. It all depends how well they played San Francisco and when Geno officially turned back into a pumpkin. So, then the next game, not too much here. My Cowboys and Canteen's Cowboys play the Commanders. We pulled away late. I mean, in the 4th quarter to make it pull away pretty easily. It was a pretty close game for about 3 quarters. What's your thoughts on this game? Hot take. Did we learn anything about the Cowboys?
Well, we still haven't learned anything. We're lucky to even find anything out. A stat I looked up, Flo, tell me that I'm wrong. Have y'all beat a team over 500 this year at all?
We've beat starting quarterbacks.
Have you beat?
When's the last time y'all beat a starting quarterback?
500?
When's the last time y'all beat a starting quarterback, Broncos?
Have y'all beat a team over?
When's the last time you beat a starting quarterback?
Wait,
When you
we're
tell me the last time y'all beat a starting quarterback. As soon as you tell me the last time y'all beat a starting quarterback. Tell me the last time y'all beat a starting quarterback, and I'll tell you the last time you beat a quarterback.
No.
But this was the Cowboys. You brought up the Cowboys. We're bringing up the Cowboys.
We haven't.
That's over 500.
We haven't beat it. We haven't played a team. We haven't played a team like that.
Okay. So that's why whenever you get obnoxious, I didn't know that. Say, "Oh well, Jake's not doing." No. The reason is because I have to be factual. Ooh. You've beaten every team that's under 500 as of right now.
And you've beaten backup quarterbacks. That's factual too, right? You've beaten backup quarterbacks in this little streak.
But Flo.
Absolutely.
Hey, Canteen, don't even start. He just went in on me because we haven't beaten a team with a winning record. So don't start on me. He just downplayed the Cowboys. But I'm saying he said it's facts. It's facts that they haven't beaten a starting quarterback in a while. They've been playing back.
We beat Josh Allen 2 weeks ago.
Man, Flo,
I think that's a starting quarterback.
You know Josh Allen's up and down.
Oh man,
that's been a while though. That's been a while since you played Josh Allen. That's been like 3 weeks ago.
What are you
talking about? That's 2 weeks ago.
3. How's that 2 weeks ago?
We beat the Vikings. What's it called?
Backup. That's a backup.
And then the week before, we beat the Bills.
Okay.
So that's a starting quarterback. You have to beat a starting quarterback.
Okay, that's the last time. That's what I was asking. That's what I was asking.
NFC.
What is the Cowboy game? Why are we talking about this? I asked about the Cowboys.
You brought it up, so what do you mean?
But I'm just saying, what are you saying? Just because we haven't beaten, that's your same spiel every week. You say that every week. When's the last time? That's who we're playing. We play who's in front of us, Jake. We don't make up a schedule after the fact. We play who's in front of us. If they were winning, if they had a winning record, we would have played them.
Hey, all I know is this.
You're acting like we're doing this. We're intentionally not playing teams with a winning record.
You have the Eagles in 2 weeks. Well, don't get mad when I say I can't take it serious.
Well, I can't take y'all serious either. Okay, that's facts too.
We beat Josh Allen.
Okay, what do you got on this game, Canteen? A long time ago, you beat him.
But at the end, here's what I want to say, guys. At the end of the day, Jake, I counted you out season, Jake. I counted you out.
We're not talking about that now. We're talking about the Commanders and the Cowboys.
You are relevant at this point, Jake.
We're talking about the Commanders and the
Absolutely.
and the
Cowboys. Talk about the Cowboys. Albert's over there.
What are we getting about this game?
Getting a little pissed off on it that the Cowboys ain't being specialized for
the
being
Cowboys,
the bum Commanders.
For us?
What did we learn about the Cowboys in this game? That's the question, Canteen. We'll get to the Broncos later.
What'd you learn about the Cowboys, Canteen?
Bro, we blew them out.
Okay.
We blew them out. It was expected. We put up 45 points against. We put up 45 points against a busted up Washington team. They fired one of the defensive coaches and they fired Jack Del Rio.
It seems like teams get a little bump.
Football runs gonna be going at the end of the season. Now I already know nobody's gonna like me for what I'm about to say about this. Eric Bieniemy's not gonna get that job, bro. Now is Bieniemy deserving of the job? Oh yeah. Eric Bieniemy's definitely deserving of the job, but he won't get the job. He will not get that job.
He won't get that job. Probably not.
That's my opinion. Now, when we look at the Cowboys' numbers,
are they going to hold on to Ron Rivera?
22 for 32.
No, they're not. Like I called that.
There's no way they can hold on to Ron Rivera, though. They have to get a new
coach. They're going to let him ride out the rest of the season.
No reason to.
He helped them through a pretty tough part.
The season was a window down there. He'll be gone.
Okay. I don't think they should. I think he's done well, all things considered.
Nah, Flo.
You got to think about it, man. His time there is up, man. He took them through a really hard process.
When you think about it, when they brought in new
ownership. I mean, he saw them through a tough time. I think they should give him one more year. He saw them through a really difficult transition.
He probably wants to.
Well, I mean, if he wants out, that's one thing. But I'm saying that they fire him. I don't think that's right. But
how about a mutual parting of ways is what will happen.
Well,
but Flo, do you think? But Flo, do you think he's deserving of another year?
I think he is. He
4-8
brought
record.
in
You haven't beat anybody.
Sam
within
Howell
the
has
division.
done well. He made that decision to go with Sam Howell, right? The defense has played pretty well. They've been injured the last couple of years. They have a lot of key injuries on their defense, so he's kind of kept them together as he's a defensive guy. I think bringing in Eric Bieniemy has done well. Look what it's done for his quarterback. That was a good decision to bring in Eric Bieniemy. I mean, that's a decision, a head coach decision to bring in a new
You need to let him go.
coordinator. I mean, I think he's made good decisions,
Man,
and
Bieniemy's a
I
great
think
guy,
that he deserves
but
another chance.
It's Bieniemy the future of that organization, man.
Bieniemy could be the future, but I think I should give Rivera one more chance and see if he wants to.
Do what?
They should
Absolutely
they should
not.
give
That
Bieniemy
defense is worse.
Reestablish some sort of glory that he never had, man. He's a good coach. He's a stable
Preach,
coach.
He's a good coach. He was
he's
solid.
Never even won a Super Bowl.
Preach, Omar.
He took a team to a Super Bowl,
But he didn't win it. So what does
but
it
he
matter?
took him to a Super Bowl. How
So
many
what, we're
coaches
talking
can
about
say
Tom
that?
Brady?
What was that?
How many coaches can
years
say
ago?
that? I'm just saying, how many coaches can say that? They
Not
took a
many,
team to the
but
Super Bowl.
what I'm saying is that doesn't
I thought
automatically.
Any of your
man.
coaches, Omar, that you've had the last couple of times say that. I mean, come on. He took a team to a Super Bowl. I'm just saying. I think he serves another chance.
I'm not gonna argue
don't
for
deserve
the job of Ron Rivera. Okay, dude. It's like
Okay,
they just
well,
need-
I
they
don't.
just need
I
a
am.
team.
I'm arguing he deserves another year. I think he
Just
deserves
think about
one
that,
more
though.
year.
Just think about it, Flo. Think about everything they've been through. Think about the managerial change, the ownership change, all
Exactly.
of that. They need a fresh voice, man. They need a new leader in the clubhouse. That's
And
all,
and
man. It's
he
nothing against
helped that.
Rivera.
He helped them get through that. He brought
I
in
agree.
a fresh face. He brought in Eric Bieniemy, which was a good decision.
Hey,
he put
have you
Sam
heard
Howell
the
as
quote?
a starter,
Have-
which was a good decision.
Have you ever heard the quote that people come into our lives for seasons, right? Reasons or seasons. He was.
I mean,
just
I've
there
heard
for
that
a
doesn't mean
season.
it's correct in this instance.
His defense has gotten worse, man. And he's
Yeah,
a
it's true.
defensive coach.
He's
Same
supposed to be a
team.
defensive coach too. Yeah, so.
Oh,
he
yeah.
dropped
I mean,
out.
but the defense has been hurt. They've had a lot of injuries, to be fair.
He was mad at us
Same
talking
team.
so much about that.
All right. Let's go.
Oh damn! Clubber D's
yeah.
down there too.
Yeah, I know. I see him. All right. I gotta.
I love it. I love it. Get Clubber D in here too, man. Bring some knowledge in here.
Unfortunately, that's not what you bring in. So.
He said he's just watching in the background, man.
You
He
just
is,
watching.
he's down there.
Does he want to get in?
I think so.
I assume he did because he's here.
I don't think he's just there for fun.
I thought maybe he was just here to get a close up watch.
Get all in here, Clubber.
All right. Let me cue up the Clubber man.
Hey, shout out.
Shout out to my dad.
Shout out. Thank you for watching, sir.
They-
Everybody go
Pops in the
subscribe at The Bottom Line Sports.
You know him. You love him. You love to listen to him. Some people call him the Wolf. It's the one, the only Clubber.
I'm not gonna
Clubber
front. I was
D?
actually trying to watch from the sideline. I just wanted a better view. But Dan, you saw it. What's up,
Okay.
fellas? How y'all
What's
doing?
up,
I'm here.
Clubber?
We
Welcome
here.
to the show, Clubber D.
You know,
Always jumping in. Appreciate you having me on your show.
I'm
All right,
blessed
let's
to be
go.
here.
Let's get into this. You know what? We always say, okay, everybody's always down in the Cowboys saying, what did we learn from this? We can't learn. Jake's always going to say, unless we beat a winning team, we didn't learn anything. But Dak Prescott had a good game. We learned that he can play good games successfully. We had a pretty decent running game, and we were able to, play well and beat another team the way we're supposed to. I mean, that's what we learn. I mean, if we didn't beat this team, if we didn't blow them out, people are like, see, they barely beat the Commanders. And so when we do what we're supposed to, we get no credit. When we don't do what we're supposed to, of course, we don't get credit. So
Game over.
anyway, we get credit for that one. Anyway,
Just one.
shout out to my wife and my daughter for bringing me a coffee. All
I
right.
ain't feel it.
Did it just-
All right. So anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. There's nothing we can really learn. There's not a lot we can learn from that. So So here we go. Let's look at another Thursday game that happened. The Packers. Is there a change in the score? Did somebody win?
It's over with. Philly won.
Philly won?
Yep.
How'd they win? With a field goal?
Hurts ran it in about 15 yards.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I talked about that last week.
Hurts ran it in.
Damn, what
That
kind
they're
of
gonna win
delay
this
am
one.
I on? Jeez Louise, I got like a minute delay over here.
All right. Anyway, all right, we'll talk about that game in a minute. So that was a good game. Bills and the Eagles.
Yeah, he scored.
And so the Packers now have won 2 in a row. They surprised the Lions, a team that
Wow.
I told y'all last week I didn't quite believe in. A little bit of a shocker. Were the Lions here? Were they exposed in this game? And can the Packers also be considered a potential playoff team now? What do you think, Cam?
I can't hear. What did he say?
You can't hear me? Good Lord,
I ain't hear you,
Cam.
bro.
Can you hear me?
It's on
You can't
you,
hear
bro.
me?
Delay or something.
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear
I
you.
can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear what you said, bro.
I said
I
I was
didn't
talking
hear
about
you.
the Packers beating the Lions. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I was talking about the Packers beating the Lions, and I said that they were exposed, the Lions, and then I said that can we consider the Packers a potential playoff team?
I can hear it, man.
Bruh.
I still missed what you just said, bro. My bad.
All right.
Maybe
All
my
right, let me
Wi-Fi,
start
bro. I didn't hear what you said at all, man.
Hey,
All right, maybe you say it, Sport Professor. Maybe he can hear you.
I'll start off, and then Canteen can go after me. Canteen, your boy, someone here says get closer to your neighbor's Wi-Fi because your signal is not.
Bruh.
Somebody else trying to jump.
Woo! That's a good one.
Anyway, so you know
Lord.
what? For the Lions, I do not believe they were exposed. I do believe they have some issues that need to be fixed. The majority of which was their, formidable offensive line, who they were really good the first half of the year, but now they've fallen off the past few games. As well, so has Jared Goff. So in the past few weeks, since it's sad that Hot Take Jake isn't here. Oh, there he is. Never mind, he's here. Good.
Here.
Because I believe it was Hot Take Jake who said that Jordan Love needed to be benched, and I was like, no, give him much longer of a chance. And what has happened over the past 4 games is Jordan Love has produced his best passer rating, 125.5, and while Jared Goff has a 103.6 passer rating for a negative 0.14 EPA, so their EPAs are opposite. Jared Love, I mixed them together. Jordan Love is playing really well, and that bodes well for the Packers. I believe this is a franchise momentum changing victory, and I don't believe that they make the playoffs, but I do believe that Love is their future QB, and they will be able to use him to make playoffs in the future. Take that, Hot Take.
All right. Okay. All right. What do you think, Clever?
Yeah, Omar hit on it. So I think for the Packers, they were having fun out there, and that's something they haven't had in a long time, especially Watson being healthy.
Okay, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like Love looked like he was generally having fun out there with his receivers.
Right.
I will say with Goff, though, for me singing with the Rams, Goff, the last 2 to 3 games been looking trash. Pasuda. Like, he has not looked good. He's just turning the ball over left and right. He's on my fantasy team. I want to slap him for that. But Goff is doing what Goff does, unfortunately. Right. And the offensive line isn't helping, so they're in trouble. You know, if we want to do power rankings, I would drop them down. I don't know if they got exposed, but they're starting to. There we go. I heard it. They're starting to act like the old school Lions, and I don't like them resorting back to that. But yeah.
Okay, so do you agree with me that, like, as I said, I still couldn't really trust them quite yet? Can we say that at least, that we still can't quite trust the Lions?
After the last 2 games, yeah, they're getting on that. I can't trust you right now. It's getting right there. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree with that.
What's your take here with these this Packers and Lions game, Jake?
Yeah, what I got from it was I just took it as it was just a bad day for the Lions. I'm not worried yet at all. They played bad against the Bears. They played bad against the Packers. I'm not worried whatsoever.
There you go, Jake. I'll put you on top of Omar.
No, yes, absolutely need to be. Now we're 2 games ahead of those guys. As I was saying, we have to show this. Jared Goff and the Lions are a young team. They're going to make small mistakes, small minor mistakes. Their schedule bodes well for them. They only have maybe 1 or 2 tougher games in the rest of the season. They are okay. No need to panic.
So that you don't not worried about the Lions at all? The way they played the last
Absolutely not.
game?
Not with that schedule.
Okay. That's fair. Canteen? Can you hear me now?
I mean, as I told you the other night, bro, I said they got exposed, man. There's no way Detroit, with all the talent they got, they should have lost. They should have lost to Green Bay, man. Now, Green Bay is
we couldn't have lost that game. That's
a
true.
5-6 Green Bay team, right? They're in 3rd place.
Who, to be fair, they got lucky
5
last
6
week.
Green Bay teams in 3rd place. You got Minnesota right above them. Minnesota got to beat the Bears. Who said the Bears got lucky?
No, I mean, like Green Bay last week when they won, they got a little lucky.
You know, as Jake just said, man, you look at the way ahead. Right, but if you look at the way ahead for the Lions, they got the Saints, the Bears, Broncos, Vikings. The next biggest game they got is the Cowboys.
Right. Okay.
Cowboys. That's the only thing that they got promising next is the Cowboys.
So can the Packers be a playoff team?
And still, have a good chance in the playoffs and do well in the playoffs. But I think that they should have won that game.
Right. But can the Packers be a playoff team? I'm saying.
See, man, somebody in the jokes want to play, bro. They somebody need to put some aluminum foil on my router and all that.
Yo, they should put aluminum foil on the router.
Who is that?
They want to try to throw jokes. And it's actually storming outside. It's storming outside, okay? So I can't control the weather and the storm, okay? I'm doing with the best I can. So whoever you are trying to throw shade, I got you. I'm gonna go back and read the comments. I got you.
Go find out who that is.
Whoever you are, I got you.
It's so. I wish we knew who this was so I could give them props.
Somebody go look and see if you can find out who that is. Who are you? Show yourself.
Hey,
this is Facebook user. Go ahead.
But to answer your question, really,
right now.
Hey, to answer your question really succinctly, the reason that the Packers are not going to make the playoffs this year is because they're dealing with too many injuries. In this game, they were missing their star running back Aaron Jones. They were missing tight end Luke Musgrave.
But they still won.
Safety Darnell Savage and safety Rudy Ford. Right, but if they're going to keep playing shorthanded like that with a lot of their major players injured, they're not going to be able to continue winning games. Is what I'm saying. And make the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
Jared Goff's been a turnover machine right now.
Yeah, he's turning back into a pumpkin.
I mean, again, why did everyone think just because Jared Goff was playing well, he was the MVP? Nah, man, he's always been Jared Goff.
Well, Jake said he's MVP.
Jared Goff is Jared Goff.
That's fine.
Second take was
He's
wrong
still
on
winning his
today.
division right now. He's still winning his division.
Okay. Hey, Flo, it's somebody that's using the name Cat Williams page. So whoever is Cat Williams, somebody using Cat Williams' name and a picture.
Is that the spam person from the chat?
So I think it's a troll page. Somebody trying to play.
No, that's somebody else.
How many? Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
We just need to delete that chat.
I kicked out some of those people. So hopefully I'll just keep kicking them out. So anyway.
No one uses the chat anyways. We just gotta delete it.
Well, we use it sometime, but that's why we don't use it, is because people be doing that. So all right, so
let's go to the next
game.
You saw IOW had the same problem, right? They posted about it. They were like, "Hey, we have to clean up."
Just so y'all know, I think all you guys are moderators or admins on there. I went ahead and you have to have permission to post on there now. So you guys keep an eye on that, so I don't have to check every single post and approve some of those for me that are good.
Somebody going live rolling trees up. I said, "What is this?"
I know. I was like,
wow.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna have to have permission. If you see somebody on there's been doing stuff, just don't let them, allow the post. But if you see a good post, help me allow those posts. All right, so the Dolphins go to New York and beat the Jets. Recently changed quarterbacks to Tim Boyle, a 5-year journeyman out of Eastern Kentucky. I mean, what can we say about this? Y'all got any thoughts on this? I mean, because the Dolphins are basically who we thought they were still. Excuse me, who they were still, and the Jets are who we thought they were. And
I mean, you
I don't
got to
think
look at
they're
it
gonna
like
get
this,
any better
bro.
with Tim Boyle. Go ahead, Dan.
I mean, you got to look at it like this. I mean, I think Miami's at a good glide path. They're going to keep elevating and doing well to 8-3. I mean, it was expected for them to beat the New York Jets, but the Jets should have went and got another quarterback, man. Tim Boyle? Nobody
Long
know
time
no
ago
damn
they
Tim
should've.
Boyle. Who is he?
Tim Boyle.
I mean, but he washed up now.
How do you do it? Who?
So
Tim.
I would have went and got.
Tim Boyle. Who?
I would have went and got a guy like Joe Flacco or a good free agent, Nick Foles, somebody like that could bring some depth to their organization, man.
I don't know. Well, according
They got
to
a solid defense.
Aaron
They got a
Rodgers,
decent
he's
offense.
coming back soon.
Need a quarterback.
Well, they also signed Trevor Siemian, who's supposed to take over,
But I mean,
which means nothing.
Oh, the
Which
Jets
means
did?
absolutely nothing. Yeah, they did. Which
Oh,
means
wow.
absolutely
Okay.
nothing.
All right. Any other thoughts on this
Simeon
game
came
before we
from
move on?
Denver, right?
I mean,
Yeah, he was
technically, I
trash
guess-
in Denver.
Same Trevor Siemian that was trash in Denver has now been signed by the Jets to probably take over for Boyle and suck their.
And
that being said,
guy.
my one thought about this game is, can we not have a Friday game on Black Friday? You got a lot of other college sports going on, a lot of
A lot of
basketball
good college
going on.
games too, man.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
you know what the problem is? We had so
Good
many
college
boring
football.
1:00 games. You could have had that Dolphins Jets game as a Thursday night game, and then switched
Right.
one of
At
those
one.
games to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
people had to work, like me,
Prime time.
Exactly,
Yeah,
that
makes
too.
sense.
Yeah, exactly.
killing it.
You got to work.
Jets, tank for your draft, man. They're done.
All right, so let's move on from this game. I don't know if we learned a whole lot from that game, other than the Jets still need a quarterback. And
Ooh. I forgot one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
There was a funny fact I saw. So on Thursday for the Thanksgiving games, because that reminded me, because I've had Thanksgiving, there was the first time since September of 1966 that there were 3 games on the same day that each had a defensive touchdown. So,
oh,
That's wild.
fun fact.
Yep.
Bruh.
Okay, so
That's good.
we needed
thought it was
that in
good
the show. Omar. No, it's a
I
good
thought it
stat.
was good, bruh.
I'm just messing with you, Omar. I know you like stats. Big divisional matchup between the Jags and the Texans. I think everybody took the Texans, and I said the Jags would probably win this game, because I just thought they would play better. They needed this game since they lost, in Jacksonville against the Texans. They could not afford to lose a second game against the Texans in that division. Thoughts on this game, Jake?
Yeah, we saw that the Texans are still inexperienced. There was plays that were made in the thick of it all. CJ Stroud struggled, and I love that the defense of the Jags. They're not a good defense, but in situations they played great. And the Jags, as well they should, are the best team in that division. Texans, don't hold your head too low. They're overachieving right now. But you have the Broncos next, the hottest team.
That's him.
Be ready.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me know what do you think, Clever D? The Jags with this win take first place in the AFC.
That's very low
Thoughts on this
budget.
game?
Jags are
Wow.
killing it right now. I mean, they lost to the Niners, but they were still, before they won 5 games in a row. So now they're on a 2-game winning streak again. So the thing about this game was just kind of like Jake said, that the Texans aren't there yet. They didn't make the adjustments. The Jaguars made adjustments in halftime, and the Texans didn't make as many adjustments because Tank Dell was going off in the first half, and they kind of stopped him, And so
My man.
they're getting there. They're just not there yet. But the fact that they have a good record, I'm still a fan. But the Jaguars are. You got to put them in that upper team in the AFC. They're up there.
D'Amico Ryan's coach of the year right now.
I agree.
Okay. And Trevor finally looked like a little more like Trevor or the Canteen. Give us some of the stats if you want to. What do you think? Thoughts on this game, the Jags and the Texans?
Man, Trevor Lawrence, 23 for 38, 364 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Okay.
You got me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go.
Yeah.
You're like killing
And
the
then
show, bro.
You want me to get the rest of the highlights, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go.
okay. I was just because I know you was
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good,
all
man.
right. Eddie N, he had 20 carries. Okay, all right. Eddie N, 20 carries, 56 yards, and Ridley, 5 receptions, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. I don't take Jacksonville serious. I think they'll make the playoffs, but how far will they go?
Okay.
Are they really a real deal team from the AFC? When you look at the AFC right now, will they really go far? They can win the AFC South, but what's promising beyond that point?
You talking about the Jags? Or who are you talking about? I'm sorry.
I think the Jags
They'll win
are
the division,
one
but what else can they
playoff
do
team.
beyond that?
Okay. I kind of agree, Ken. I think they're a little bit of a paper tiger. I don't
One
think
and
they're
done.
that great. Yeah. I don't think they're. I think they're a little bit of a paper tiger. Yeah. I don't think that they're as good as their record shows. I think they're okay. They're pretty good, but
Right.
they definitely needed this win against the Texans, who are pretty frisky right now. Playing way
Frisky.
over their head. Yeah,
That's frisky word, yeah.
Frisky. All right, so yeah, so that's what I think. What do you got?
But
What do you got
now,
on this, Professor? After Canteen's done.
Go ahead, Ken. Finish up. You good?
When you look ahead, they got the Bengals. They'll beat the Bengals. They probably can beat the Browns. The only hard thing I think for them is the Ravens. I think the Jags can finish having a perfect season.
Okay.
There's another team
They
in the
can win
NFC
out
with the same problem,
and then they'll end up losing to the Ravens.
I hate to jump in. There's another team in the NFC with the Cowboys having that same issue of Jaguars play a little tougher teams, but both teams are doing what they're supposed to do against not as good teams, so to say. You know what I mean? And the Cowboys are crushing all these teams, which they should do. And Jaguars also, they have a great record as well. But, can we take them that serious? Because look who they're beating.
I've been saying that.
There's a little bit of nuance to it.
But to be fair, who's playing better at quarterback? Prescott or Trevor? Prescott's playing really well.
Trevor's playing
even against the loss with the Eagles.
Dak is playing good, but
Prescott,
Trevor's played tougher teams though. Trevor's played tougher teams than Dak has.
A lot tougher?
I would say so.
Okay.
I mean, they have played a little bit tougher, but Dak Prescott, shout out to Cowboys insider John Machado, but in the past 6 games, he's got 1,874 yards, 18 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. So I would say Dak right now, but I don't disagree with Clubber D. I think that, Trevor Lawrence is carrying
with the opposition Dak's
Jaguars team, and I do think that they have a tougher division, not a tougher division, sorry. Have had a little bit tougher on the road, conference, thank you, or games that they've played in general. But this is the thing you got to look at, and the one thing that we've seen the past few weeks are that while they're winning close games, because remember that the Houston Texans missed a 58-yard field goal there at the end that just doinked off the crossbar. If they make that, they go into overtime, and we could be having a totally different conversation.
That's true.
But the one thing I want to talk about for the Jaguars is the return of Zay Jones, which has now unlocked Calvin Ridley. So we saw Calvin Ridley go off the first game of the year, and then he went away and disappeared for a few games. And we found out that the reason with that was because they were lining him up at the X receiver all the time, which was allowing people to slide over their shutdown corners on them and as well double team and blanket coverage on him. But since Zay Jones has come back and he's a true X, Ridley is allowed to move to the slot and other places. And with 4 games with Zay Jones, Calvin Ridley has 24 receptions, 358 yards, and 3 touchdowns. In the other 7 games, when Zay Jones was injured, he has 18 catches, 216 yards, and 1 touchdown. So this is the return of Zay Jones opens up Jacksonville's offense as a whole. And if their defense can get better, they may be more than just a paper tiger.
Okay. That's fair.
Paper tiger.
Thank you, Promar. Appreciate that. Any other final thoughts on this? We're going to move on to another game. All right, so let's look at the divisional matchup between the Saints and Atlanta. Division that nobody seems to want to win, or I don't know. The Falcons are now in first place with a 5-6 record, and could very well host a team as probably the 4th place team. Thoughts on this game? Let's let you go, Cam. This is your old team. Can the Atlanta continue and finish and win this game? Does it really matter? Will any team that comes out of this division make any noise?
I mean, my honest opinion is whoever wins the division, they'll host a playoff game, and that'll be it, man.
Okay.
The Falcons are still searching for that answer at quarterback. I mean, Ritter today went 13 for 21, 168 yards, 1 touchdown, but he threw 2 interceptions. The thing that kept the Falcons in the game today was Bijan Robinson having the ability, 16 carries, 91 yards, 1 touchdown, and Algier at the end.
Right there.
Algier had a spree on the ground. He killed him on the ground. So shouts out to Algier. Drake London, 5 receptions, 91 yards. I think Derek Carr going to the Saints was a huge mistake, man. The Saints are missing a lot of key components. I mean, they got Kamara, they got Olave. I think the other receiver they had is hurt. The other kid, I can't think of his name. Really, really good receiver.
Michael Thomas.
I can't think of the guy's name. Played for the Saints or what have you. But like I said, whoever comes out of this division will probably host the game and then go home, man. They don't have enough. Nobody in the NFC South right now has the ability to go far in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I agree.
Your thoughts, Jake?
Yeah, like I've been saying, it's time to fire that bum Dennis Allen. So tired of this guy. He has no defense of what he specializes in, and the offense is even more pedestrian than ever before. I mean, I just feel so bad. You have elite talent on that offense. You have an Alvin Kamara. When Michael Thomas is there, he's okay. You have Chris Olave, who was a star last year. This is embarrassing. Fire that guy immediately. I'm tired of y'all hanging on these coaches that didn't deserve it. If Sean Payton never left, this guy would never even been promoted. Go do a real coaching search. Find Ben Johnson out of Detroit. Get a great offensive coordinator. Get somebody out of there because this is not working.
Okay. Clever.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much kind of what Jake said. I mean, for this game, it was kind of close. I think it was like 12-14 for a while. But when Olave got hurt with the concussion and they started running with Bijan, it kind of opened it up a little bit.
Right.
Saints ain't it. I mean, I know my dad's a big Saints fan, so is most of my family. But I just
really Elias, big Saints fan.
Yeah, it's rough.
Okay. Omar, what you got?
Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to repeat what everybody else said. I do think that the one thing that we've been talking about for a while was Atlanta finally using their running back stables, and they finally did to open up things and let Desmond Ritter check down. Let Desmond Ritter make the manageable game manager plays. Excuse me. So, but I agree with what Ken said. Either one of these teams, they can host a playoff game, but they're not winning one. So it don't matter.
Right.
Fire Dennis Allen and possibly fire Arthur Smith too.
One and done, brother. Wow. One and done, baby.
Art can go too.
So make the playoffs and get fired.
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right. So let's look at let's go with Omar on this.
Bad for the Saints. It was bad for the Saints and for the Raiders. We should still have Carr.
I mean, to be fair, he was better than what you have now, Omar. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying we would be much better if we still had Carr. I think.
Yeah, that's true. Better. Okay. And speaking of the Raiders, you can go first on this, Omar. The Chiefs on the road facing your Raiders, and they made a game of it for about 2.5 quarters. Is this a get-right game for the Chiefs? Are they back on track now, or do we need to see them a little more, the Chiefs? And you can talk about your Raiders, too.
The Raiders took an L today. I knew it was coming. I didn't foresee anything different. I actually called a 28-14 score, so I was just a little bit off by 3 points on both sides. But shout out my boy Wildcard Mark. Check out IOW Sports. Him and I did a Chiefs Raiders preview, and pretty much everything that I said came to fruition. I said that the Raiders needed to get a lead early to take the crowd out of it. They did that. I said the Raiders needed to control the time of possession. They did that. I said the Raiders defense needed to play hard and fast because Max Crosby at that time was doubtful and was said to not play at all. He later ended up telling him he was going to play anyways. People in the building are calling him a maniac, for playing through the knee injury that he played with today. That being said, shout out to the Raiders for staying in it, but they're just not as good as a team as Kansas City. And when you have Mahomes on that side of the ball, he can do anything. And, he even made his receivers look decent today. So, I don't think it's a get-right game because I don't think Kansas City needed a get-right game. I still think they were fine before that. But it doesn't do anything to hurt the Raiders either.
I mean, they did lose to the Broncos. You got to get right after that. All right, Clubber, what you got on this game?
Yeah, I'm not going to piggyback too much off what Omar said. But, yeah, it's just Raiders jumped out to a big lead, the 14-0, and then unfortunately reality set in, and Mahomes did what Mahomes does. But
exactly,
it was one of those games. It looked great, but it just wasn't sustainable.
Can
man, listen, man, 8-3 Kansas City Chiefs, man. They got an easy way out for the rest of the season, bro. I think with the rest of their season, they ain't really playing anybody left. They got an easy schedule for the rest of the way. Name anybody on that schedule that they cannot beat right now. They're not going to play. They shouldn't.
No, I don't trust. Yeah. I think that Bills game.
And they got Patriots, Bills. That may be the only.
Every game is winnable.
That's
right. Yeah.
Right. Well, the Bills may be desperate at that point too, so they may be playing, to win. And the Green Bay look frisky lately.
I don't think the Chiefs
frisky.
Yeah, they look frisky. Green Bay's look
frisky. Word.
Yeah. I mean, Cincinnati game would have been a good game if Burrow was still there, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then they got AJ McCarron. They brought AJ McCarron from the practice squad up for the Bengals, so that don't look promising to me.
Yeah,
but at this point, I think the Chiefs will win their division. They'll do great.
Times are hard.
He's still in the league.
Yeah,
man. If you're signing
AJ
Trevor
Siemian,
AJ McCarron, maybe Tom Brady was right. Maybe we are in a bad.
You heard
quarterback.
What you got here, Jake, on this one? Chiefs.
Well, it was a win-win either way. Either I got to see the Raiders lose and laugh at Omar, or I got to see the Chiefs lose and get us closer. Reality has set in, guys. We're starting to see reality.
The dreaded win-win.
They absolutely, positively suck. Raider Nation, congratulations. You will be at the bottom of the barrel of this division easily. I don't know who will be. It's a race between them and the Chargers, but I can't wait to watch this abysmal play. You only can do is run the ball, and that's it. You have no passing game whatsoever. The play calling is predictable. I'm sorry, Antonio Pierce, but this is what you need to do. You need to get a better head coach. Do not stay on Antonio Pierce. I know he's a motivation, but after the motivation wears out, reality sets in.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, he's right. No, Jake, I want to say Jake is completely right about that. Antonio Pierce, as much as I love him as a leader of men and a motivator, his play calling leaves something to be desired for sure.
Shout out to my mom. That's my mom. Hey, Mom.
Hey, how you doing,
Hey,
yeah,
Mama Flo.
Hello, Mom.
Yeah, I don't know, Jake. You're right to an extent, but I think this was one of those. To me, the Chiefs, not necessarily. I guess kind of a get right game, kind of a game where, they've kind of had some disappointment at receiver, where these receivers finally start looking halfway decent. They're not making big drops. We'll see what happens. I mean, they do have I think the Packers game. They got to be careful with that game because the Packers look, like I said, frisky, and they got the Bills who probably be desperate. And then the Chargers, who knows? Right now, the Chargers are up 3-0. It's early in this game right now against the Ravens. We'll see how they do. If they win this game, I mean, the Chargers could be frisky. I mean, they'll only be one game behind the Broncos. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. So, we're going to talk about the Browns and Broncos, but we don't have time right now. So, we're just going to move on to the Bills and the Eagles.
Whoa. We're not talking about the Browns and Broncos.
We don't have time. We're running out of time, Dave. We got to move on. Sometimes you gotta move on between, sometimes you gotta certain segments get booted off, so we gotta move on. All right, so the Bills played the Eagles. Bills played the Eagles.
What we say on this?
Hey, let's play the Bills. Played the Eagles. All right, we'll talk about the Broncos and the Browns. All right, so
He said bull crap.
That was
Bull crap.
that was great. Wow.
Anyway,
We didn't want to
all right,
talk
so
about this team
we're
because
gonna-
they were irrelevant
talk-
at one point. Now we're definitely irrelevant.
you're definitely irrelevant. Okay.
You're,
So
you're
the
definitely
Browns
irrelevant. Yeah, you're definitely
the
irrelevant.
Browns
That's right.
go
Dummy.
to Denver to play the
Everybody
Frisky
else first.
Broncos. I call them Frisky now. The Browns, Watson-less Browns,
Yeah.
playing with a rookie backup quarterback. Thoughts on this game,
DTR.
Clever D? The Broncos. Go ahead. Thoughts. I'll give you some thoughts in a minute.
Well, I actually like DTR. I thought he was going to be a good quarterback. He still has a promising career, but
Right,
the
he's got a
Browns.
problem, but he's a rookie.
Yeah, he's a rookie, and Browns might have a great defense, but they just the Broncos are rolling right now. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to deny what they're doing. So, I didn't watch too much of this game because I was focusing on more of the Eagles game.
Right.
But the highlights I did see, looked like they're moving
Not
the
too many
ball.
watch too much of this game.
Well, I didn't know that they only had like 2 rushing touchdowns coming into the season. Like, it was kind of wild. It was so low. And I saw Russ ran for one. I think Williams got one also, possibly. So, they're like the Browns are starting to get together. I mean, the Broncos, I'm sorry. They're starting to get together. So, yeah.
And basically, is the Browns pretty much downhill from here?
Yeah, I mean,
Without Sean Watson?
It's going to be tough for them to do anything without
They got a
Watson.
decent record, though, man.
They're kind of in the same position as the Jets. They really don't have a
Jets, Bengals, they're all kind of
no
right
quarterback.
there.
Right.
No quarterback.
Yeah, it's easier to beat a backup quarterback, right? Okay. All right, Ken, what do you got? All right, what you got, Ken? I know you love the Broncos now.
Hey, Flo, as I've always said, give that man his props, Flo. Every week, Flo, you put a different stipulation. You gotta do this to be a better team. You gotta do that to be a better team. Man, give that man his props. The man don't. It's Flo. You always waver. You said you gotta do this. You gotta do that. The man has won 5 games. Now I will say this right here.
Waver.
Jake, I'm gonna give you this right here.
Based on what I see.
Let me finish. Bro, okay, all right.
You had them winning 5 games
now
at the beginning of
they're
the
6
season,
and 5.
Ken. 5 games. You had them
Jake
winning.
will not win Sunday. They're not gonna beat the Texans.
Okay.
They won't beat the Texans Sunday.
Okay.
Let me finish. I think Jake may lose 2 more games.
Okay.
Jake can lose 2 more games and win out. He won't beat the Texans and he won't beat the Lions. He'll win out. Jake will win out for the rest of the year. Okay. That's my prediction.
Okay.
What you got, Omar? Thank you, Pantene. Love
Go
that.
ahead,
You'll win out, Jake. The Broncos will win out.
I remember back in the day before Omar came here that Jake used to really give you a hard time, Canteen, but now you guys are bust buddies, I guess. All right, go ahead, Omar.
Go ahead, Omar. What you got to say?
Remember, Jake used to ride you hard, Canteen.
I just absolutely reckless.
Wow.
I just absolutely
That was not
hate the Broncos. That was
Calm
very
down.
reckless. I absolutely hate the Broncos. And what I will say about this is I cannot believe that the
You guys have a
Broncos
dirty mind.
with this you're reckless. With this team that they have.
Are they a playoff team, Omar?
No, they're not a playoff team. They're not going to win out other than the other 2 games Ken is talking about. I don't agree with that. I would say they possibly go 500.
Man,
they can't go 500.
What?
You know what I mean? They possibly they're not going to go 5-2 like Ken is saying. So I think that the defense has carried them this far. It's not
Where's their
because
other
of Russell
losses
Wilson.
Where's their other
What?
losses in, Omar? Where's the other losses that you see? You want me to give you the? I can give you the game.
Schedule.
Yeah, who they play?
Okay, so they got Houston, the Chargers, Detroit. See how many losses there?
All right, so hold on. So Houston, Chargers,
give you those
Detroit.
3.
First of all 3 of those games are tough. Is Los Angeles in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Then if it is, then I could see them going 0-3 in those games. To be completely honest.
0-3. Okay.
I could see them losing all 3 of those games.
And then they got Patriots, Chargers
But
again,
I'll probably say 1
and Vegas.
as well.
Okay.
Patriots they win. Chargers they'll split, and then Vegas.
That's
That's a tough one. That's going to be the last game of the season, and it depends because the Broncos may have their playoff hopes on the line. And
So the 6 games, what do they go? 3-3?
Yeah,
2-4?
3-3.
3-3.
I say 3-3.
3-3. Okay, Jake.
No.
The one you've all been waiting for.
No.
Jake, talk about his
I give you 4, Jake. I give you 4.
frisky Broncos. Okay.
I love that we're being denied about the Texans. Here's how I'll start this off. Raiders, you can have Raider Nation. Chiefs, you can have Chiefs Kingdom. But this is a Broncos world order. I'm telling you now.
I thought it was Broncos
This
country.
is the most dangerous team in the league
Let's
right
ride.
now. You say the Browns are nothing. I saw the Browns with that backup QB beat a 49ers team.
I missed the
Says
kick.
more about the
Steelers
49ers than it does the Broncos.
Well, we missed the kick. Let's calm down. We missed the kick.
They beat them both. They beat the Steelers and the Niners with P.J. Walker and DTR.
Steelers, really? Okay.
Are they not 6-4?
They just fired their OC.
That's a team that's a positive.
how good they're
record,
doing.
Something y'all
How
haven't
good they're
done
doing.
yet.
That's how good they're
I
doing.
gotta put out that. Now let me add this in. The Broncos have gone back to back weeks of beating positive teams over and over, and we keep getting clowned on what we're not serious yet.
Positive what? What does positive mean? Like they're motivated?
Positive
they're
record
happy?
teams. We're
Positive
beating the
mean?
Chiefs. We've beaten the Bills. We've beaten the
Both
the
500.
Vikings, and we
Back
just
up.
beat
500.
the Browns.
All right.
The
Okay,
last two
I
have
give
been
it to
back up.
you. You did. I give it to you. That's okay. I give it to you.
Those are wins. Sean Payton is on
the
a
Bills,
coaching-
to be fair, the Bills, y'all missed a field goal and they got a penalty and you got
They had
that.
12 men on the field. All I
Oh.
see is a W in that.
Poor
aspect.
coaching. It's poor coaching.
Poor coaching. We outplayed
Oh,
them.
man.
I was laughing
You know-
at that.
you know
Omar
you
actually
shouldn't have
said
won
that
that
Nathaniel Hackett had a better coaching job and a better coaching, absolutely, I guess, move last year than Sean Payton this year. It was laughed upon when we lost 70-20. How funny how it is in years
I mean,
now.
it's still pretty funny that you
Look at
got
this.
70 burgers.
We are
dropped on you, though.
positive. So here's the seriousness. Browns, congratulations. Your season's done. We take nothing serious from you. The Broncos are coming. And what the scariest part is Omar and Flo can't stand it. Right now, they're shivering as they sleep right now. They're trying to figure out how this nightmare can end. And we keep winning.
Okay.
No, you're right about that, Jake. You know what, Jake? You're completely right about that. I'm sick and tired of seeing your fake Dave Bautista behind coming up here with your glasses and your WWE belt. I'm tired of it. I hope you lose the rest of the game.
I haven't seen the bag from him.
Right.
Hey, you seen the bag? Where's the bag at? Where's the bag?
Hey,
Dave Batista.
All right. Okay.
Beautiful dub, guys.
All right. Yeah,
Beautiful
that's a
dub.
good win. So finally, I guess the only thing I can look at is that the Watsonless Browns
Oh,
that you
there he
beat.
goes.
There goes that goalpost being moved.
Here's the good thing, Jake, and you'll appreciate this, Jake. The
That's
Broncos are
tremendous.
finally playing the way I predicted they would play. I said they would be a 9. I was the only one that hadn't been having a winning season. Remember that, Jake. Besides these other two guys, everybody else didn't have a winning season, and they're just
They had
proving
proven
me
this
right.
game.
They're just
had
proving me
proven it.
right that they're going to win 9 to 10 games. So they're just proving me right, and so they're finally playing the way they should have played most of the season. They didn't start out well. Now they're playing better. Russ is finally looking more like Seattle Russ. Super Bowl Seattle Russ, not the last year.
Look like rookie Russ today.
No, he didn't look like Rick. Nice try. But anyway, so yeah, I think they'll win. I can see them going 3-3 in the next 6 games. I can see splitting with the Chargers, possibly winning the Houston game. They'll probably lose to Detroit, and maybe Vegas beats them just because it's a rivalry game. So I see them going 3-3. Where does that put you, Jake? 9-7 or 9-8? That's about where I thought you'd be, 9-8. So I was
that.
basically I'm right.
9-8.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
All right,
We'll
we'll
see
see what happens.
9
We'll see what
and
happens.
8. Either way, they missed the playoffs.
I love it.
9 and
though.
8.
You
Yeah.
had us. By
I
the
had
way,
you as a wild card
everybody had
team.
us losing the Browns.
You have
game.
met as a wild card team too, right, Jake? Don't you? Me and you agree on that.
Yeah, you also had us losing
I
all
know.
these games.
No,
I
didn't.
know, Mar. I can't
Recently,
wait.
you had us
Can't
losing.
wait.
You said we
We
want to
need
beat
the
the
Broncos.
Broncos.
No,
back-to-back. We can
no.
go test it.
No, Jake. That's not what I said. Now you're just putting words in my mouth. I said if they win these games that I pointed out, then I'll take them seriously. They were not winning. They were not playing winning football. They were not playing winning football. I didn't say they wouldn't win. I said they were not playing winning football.
You said we would win 3 games. The rest of the 6-game slate. We've won 5 now.
Okay.
We can check that tape too.
You have overachieved the past 6
I'm not going to hear a teeter-totter, guys.
Well, based on how they were playing, though, Jake. Based on how they were playing, Jake. That's what I thought they were going to do. So they finally started playing the way I thought they should have played from the beginning of the season.
Flo, I got a feeling this is like one of those things where you ask your child, clean their room. You come in there, hey, there's still dirt on the shelf. Clean the shelf. Hey, you know what? There's a spot on the rug. Clean the rug. You know what?
That's fun. I love that.
You feel like this is one of those things.
Great,
but Clever D, to be fair, Clever D,
in the room,
we always Clever D. To be fair, we always get mad and tell our parents this and that. But when we grew up, we know that they were always right. Most of the time, they were right, weren't they?
Well,
our parents
eventually,
were right when
they
they
going to be spotless, and they're going to be standing.
But they were right most of the time, right? The parents were right. Okay.
No. You sound like the
all right. So, game of the day, the Bills are in need of a win. Go play the Eagles in Financial Field, and they just lost a close game. I predicted a close game, but the Eagles will find a way to pull it out at home. What you got on this game, Cam?
Man, that was. I'm shocked, bro. I'm shocked.
I love this win.
I had the Bills winning this game, man.
Right.
I had the Bills winning this one, bro. But then that sets us back. That puts us in a predicament.
Right.
You know, with them.
They do play the Niners.
The Eagles are hungry, and they found a way to win a game.
Yeah. Well, I knew they would find a way to win at home. That's how I felt about this game. But anything else on this game, Cam, before somebody else goes?
I'm good, bro.
Okay. Clubber?
Sorry, my publicist is snoring in the background. I had to wake him up.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Yeah, they're snoring. So, you know, for a second I thought Cam was like, man, Eagles are trash or this, that. And I was like, I don't know, bro. It's going to be a close one. I have the Eagles winning a close game.
Yeah, me and you agreed on that one.
Eagles are for real, okay? And remember a couple weeks ago, everybody was writing the Bills off, you know what I'm saying? So we can't just flip-flop and say, oh, yeah, they're good. But, 2-3 weeks ago, everybody's like, oh, they're trash, they're garbage. So I honestly feel that the Eagles are just rolling right now. This is back-to-back games on a Monday night and then play on a Sunday, both in the rain and still win. I'm nervous with the Niners going again, playing them on Sunday. I'm real nervous. It's going to be a tough game if we pull that one out. But the Eagles are just rolling around. They're rolling right now. That's a tough team to beat, at home or away.
Okay. What you got, Sports Professor?
I'm nervous, I'm nervous for that Sunday night game. I'm nervous.
Okay. That's fair.
I mean, I'll back up what I just want to kind of just pick up where Clubber D left off, that the Eagles can win in any fashion. Any type of game they get involved in, they can win. And usually, even when they are in close games or when they're behind, they're always obviously pulling it out because they've only have one loss. So their team is built to win. They are a playoff team. They are a Super Bowl contending that should be there again. There are some contenders, but they should be one of the top ones. I think that was a really great game that we saw. Too bad Buffalo couldn't hold on to that lead, because that would have been a really big momentum-changing win for them had they won, since Josh Allen played so well. But, it didn't happen, and the Eagles just proved they are, if not the best, they are in the top 3 in the NFL, if not the best.
What you got, Jake?
Yeah, we can't. I can't stand the hate on this team. I mean, look at Wildcard Mark's take. Ugliest. Come on, man. This team is resilient.
You're not lying, Wildcard.
This is, and I said this last week. They're playing chess. Everybody's playing checkers, guys. Like I said, they don't play 1st and 10. They play 1st and 8. They have an automatic play that can always get them a first down.
Please do.
Yep.
This team is so dangerous. And I called this at the beginning of the year of saying that this team, if it's going to win ugly and they're going to show, these games matter. And whenever the playoffs start and palms get sweaty and you get a little nervous, this team's done this at least 7 times now of these games. So they are not going to be worried. They've already done this before.
That's right.
This is usual to them. So whenever they see those teams in the playoffs and they start looking around and they're scared, The Eagles are already saying, hey, man, we've been here before. So this is what I see from them. Buffalo is done. Absolutely. Buffalo is done. Eagles are on a spree. I do believe this, though.
Uh-huh.
The Eagles will lose one of the next 2 games. I don't know which one.
Okay.
Good job, Jake.
Dallas.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah,
Hey,
I think the Eagles have been very
The man.
fortunate. They've had a lot of turnovers, and so the ball's kind of bounced their way. So a lot of the bet has been just the ball bouncing their way. Jalen Hurts only got 15 touchdowns and like 10 interceptions. Most of those have not cost him, and so they've been a little fortunate. I think those turnovers in the end, and especially in the playoffs, will end up biting them. I think in the playoffs because the turnover prone is your turnover prone. That's just what it is. I think he had about 5 or 6 fumbles and like 10 interceptions. Any other quarterback had that, they would be killing them. But because the Eagles are winning, they're saying, "Oh yeah, the Eagles are great."
It depends on
Jalen
the
Hurts playing
situation
well.
of those turnovers too.
Yeah, but I mean, it just happened to bounce back.
You can turn the ball early. You can turn the ball.
He had a
early
bad
in the
fumble
first quarter.
today. He had another bad fumble today.
I'm agreeing with you, but it's just there's levels to it because like you can have a bad. Someone could throw 3 picks in the first quarter and still turn around and win the game in the fourth.
Right.
Numbers might say one thing, but situational football says something else.
Right, but they've been fortunate when they've had those turnovers. The times that they've had them, they've been fortunate when they've come up. But regardless, they've had a lot of turnovers, and that in the end will cost you in the playoffs. And so maybe they're playing well there, and they're not losing any games, and the ball's bouncing their way. But that will end up biting most teams. So maybe they can go through the whole playoffs and the Super Bowl and everything without them biting them. But we saw how that bit them in the Super Bowl, and they ended up losing the game because of a turnover. And then they've been even more turnover prone this year. They've just been fortunate that it, like you said, situationally it hasn't hurt them, and the ball has bounced their way, and they've recovered most of those fumbles for the most part, and it hasn't hurt them. But eventually, I think those will catch up with them. They are right now playing really well. They got the best, probably the best record, best team. They're right there with the Niners, and we're in that 3-4 spot now. I think we're above the lines a little bit now, but we'll see what happens with the rest. The Chiefs are probably in that 3 spot now. I think they're back around. I think the Chiefs at around 3. I still got you in second place. What's your deal?
I don't know about that. Man, strength of schedule. This is like college football. Strength of schedule.
Well, y'all play them next week, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll drop. Maybe I'll move up.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right. So any other thoughts on the Bills, Eagles? Omar, did you get to say anything? Did you get to go?
Yeah, I went first. Yeah, I'm good. I think I do
fine,
agree.
Guys, they're fine. The Eagles are playing resilient ball.
I do still think the Bills can make the playoffs, but yeah, they're
Okay.
not
Yeah,
looking
they're in
good
trouble.
for them.
Hey,
Yeah.
Flo, one last thing, because I know Wildcard Mar is saying with them being 10-1 the ugliest and not being whatever, but I believe I could be wrong with the stat, but the greatest show on turf, I believe they didn't beat a winning team that whole season. Though they played a bunch of terrible teams.
Yep.
So you could win ugly and still win it all. So I really,
like the Cowboys.
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
Well, y'all ain't won Super Bowls. That's not even irrelevant right now.
That's gonna happen. It could happen. What you're saying is it could happen, right?
Well, are you playing Madden? Are we playing Madden or are we playing?
I don't know. You just said that. You just talking about the.
No, I'm talking about his
Rams.
comment. His comment saying the ugly wins, the 10-1.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay. You said they didn't win a winning team, so I was just.
No, because you brought the Cowboys.
That's what everybody says about the Cowboys. So I was just trying to.
Well, here we go. It's facts.
Okay, well, it's fact. Well, I mean, it's facts. They made the Super Bowl, right? That's what you're saying.
They won the Super Bowl that year,
and they didn't beat a winning team. Okay.
Adios, míos.
That was proven, though.
Adios, míos.
You just gave me a fact. That's a good fact there.
It's two separate things. Two separate things.
But it can happen, right? Okay. All right. So that's the
It
game
happened
right
this year.
here. All right. We'll see what happens. All right. So the Ravens and Chargers 3-0 right now. Second quarter, low scoring game. Chargers hanging in there. Let's talk about this Sunday night game. The Ravens visit the Chargers here. Chargers desperate for a W here. They really need a win. The Ravens trying to take full control of first place in the AFC North with Burrow going down, with Steelers firing their OC, with the Browns losing their starting. It's just they would take full control, I think, of the AFC North if they can win this, or at least they'd have good control of it. Thoughts on this, sports professor? Who's going to win? And give me some thoughts on who's going to win.
Yeah, the Chargers being at home, I know my buddy Rob from our AFC West show. I know he is hard rooting for a Ravens win, so that they will fire. Geez, why am I blanking on his name right now? Brandon McDaniels.
Staley.
Brandon Staley. Thank you,
Staley,
Ken. So I am going to give Rob his wish. I believe the Ravens win this game by at least. I'll say 10. I'll say 10 points. Let's say at 30. I'm going to go 20. No, let's go 34-24 Ravens victory. And they finally fire Brandon Staley.
So after this game, they fire him.
They finally fire Brandon Staley after the embarrassing loss.
All right. What you got here, Jake?
Well, I kind of am rooting for the Ravens. It's time to stick a fork in the Chargers. Finish them off. I love it. They're done for after this. I think tonight the Ravens prove, and I think they will take the number 1 seed overall, and easily. The Chargers will fire Brandon Staley once their playoff hopes get destroyed. I don't think they're going to fire him after this game. I think once they get confirmation that there's no chance they can make the playoffs, Brandon Staley will be fired immediately. Congratulations, Chargers. You absolutely suck as well. Broncos world order.
Will they lose this game, though, Jake?
Yeah, they're losing.
One thing we agree on.
They're losing.
Time to finish them off.
What you got, Ken?
Basura booty juice.
Ken?
I'm gonna go Ravens. Ravens 27-9, man. 27-9 Ravens.
I like it. I like it. I probably shouldn't have given the Chargers 24.
So much for Kellen Moore, offensive coordinator. Okay. Is all you got on this, Ken? You got anything else? Any other thoughts
Short
on
and
this game?
succinct. I think he was short and succinct.
Okay.
Ravens in the driver's seat, bro.
Okay. Clubber?
Well,
Ravens in
I'm
the
kind of
driver's
watching
seat,
the
bro.
game right now.
Driver's
And,
seat.
the Ravens aren't looking too crisp on offense, still 3-0.
Right.
But I still got the Ravens winning. They'll probably win. I'm gonna do a Cam special. We'll say by 14 points. That's Cam, you know what I'm saying? We'll do 14 points.
Ken special.
That's the man right there. There we go. That's my man.
So you're saying 24-13? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's gonna be 2023.
2023?
14 points.
Wait a minute. 14.
That's a long way off.
Close
Okay.
enough. Close enough.
Close
You
enough.
know what? You know what? I'm amending my score because I don't think they're going to get 34.
Lord.
I'm going to say 24-14 Baltimore. 24.
Okay.
That's not. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. 24.
Okay. Yeah, I've always said the Chargers are better than their record show, and they prove me right sometimes, sometimes not. I said the same thing about the Rams. They pulled out a good win today over the Cardinals, but I think the Chargers, they're desperate for a win. I think they're going to pull this one out in a close one. Maybe low scoring, maybe something like maybe a lot of field goals. Who knows? Ravens haven't looked good in the first quarter. Going in the second quarter, we'll see if their offense can. Usually, if now that we've seen the first quarter, usually when the Ravens don't look good on offense, they don't look good the most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They usually look good when they start out good. It's when they look good on offense, and they haven't looked good so far. So
they always start out slow. Always,
not this
always,
slow, not
always.
this bad, not this bad though.
Okay.
I don't know. I think the Chargers might pull this one out. I'm gonna go against the grain. We're not gonna do a fight. Was it a trifecta? And go all Ravens. I'm gonna say the Chargers pull out a close one, maybe in a 3-point game. Staley lives another week, brings them to 5-6, just under the Broncos, and he's able to keep his job for one more week. Let's go. I'll go 23-20. Chargers pull this out.
Oh, 14 points.
Exactly. 23-20. Almost like your score there, Silver D.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
All right, so Monday Night Football, let's finish this up. Not too much. Lowly Bears and the Vikings trying to stay relevant with a backup quarterback that played the Broncos when they lost to them. So here we go. Any thoughts on this game? The Vikings, can they pull out with a backup? I don't know. Justin Fields is back. I feel like he might make them relevant. I don't know. Does it really matter? who wins this game? Oh, sports professor.
No, it absolutely
Not
does
really.
not
Yeah,
matter.
Okay.
Even if the Vikings win, which they should, and even if the Vikings without Kirk Cousins gets Justin Jefferson back and makes the playoffs, they would be just like the Saints and or the Falcons, in which they would be hosting a game and quickly losing that game. If the Bears were to win this game, good for them, I guess. It doesn't really matter in the long scheme of things.
I mean, because they're not going to get a quarterback, are they? You think?
Well,
The
that's
Bears
the
aren't
thing.
gonna get-
Is Justin Fields? This is a tryout right now for Justin Fields. So depending how the rest of the season goes, we'll decide if they're going to keep him or draft somebody new.
Okay. What you got, Ken, on this?
I'm telling you, man, I don't think the Bears are going to win. This is a good opportunity for them to prepare to trade Justin Fields away, man. Trade him away.
Trade him away? Okay. And just draft another quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, a
we
good
got
landing
two
spot.
early
A
picks,
good
right?
landing spot for Fields would be like the Jets, like that.
Okay. Fields for the Jets.
I think they got some
Yeah,
good
the
picks
Bears-
in the draft anyway.
Yeah, they'll have 2 of the top 5 picks because they also own the Arizona Cardinals.
That's what I'm saying. They had top 5 picks. Clever, what you got on this one?
It would behoove the Bears not to win, but like my dog right now, I'll probably be snoring. Instead, if I was a wrestling fan, I'd watch Monday Night Raw and watch this game. But the Bears, they'll probably lose this game because Fields is playing for where he's going to play for next year, showing off what he can do. Because they're smart, blow it all up, get one of the top quarterbacks. They're going to have two picks in the first 5 picks, hopefully. So
Right.
But if for me to pick, I'm going Josh Dobbs, man. This guy needs to win, man. This guy has been playing his heart out. It doesn't matter what who the team is. I'm going with the Vikings.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the Vikings might pull this out. Like you said, Justin Fields should make this close. I think he's playing for his job, playing for whoever he's going to play for next year, I assume. Oh man, yeah, Vikings probably pull this out and they're kind of relevant in the for the playoffs. Detroit kind of made it easier for them by losing to the Packers, and so we'll see what happens the rest of the year. We'll see what happens in that division. Detroit, I still don't trust them. We'll see what happens. They got a couple of tough games, and maybe they let Minnesota squeak in that first place. They're still a couple games behind.
Wild card Mark made a good statement.
What do you say?
That's a really good point he makes. Yeah, that's a really good point. He said the
Wild
Bears.
card Mark is very wise what he said.
He said Bears should collect
He made a
picks
good
and
point
trade
right
away
there.
Fields
Trade Fields
for
away,
more
man.
picks. Don't even bother drafting a QB. Just build a great team everywhere else and then get the QB later.
Yeah, that's another
maybe. I don't know.
Unless they want somebody next year, that's a good option.
If Caleb Williams is there, you drafted him. There's no
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. But you know what? That's a good point. Maybe they could get Cousins as kind of a gap.
Yeah.
For a year or two until they get their quarterback.
How much money do they have?
But who's going to really pay Cousins? I mean, Vikings aren't going to pay him. He's not going to get another big contract. So
Falcons can pay a little something.
Maybe. Yeah, but do they want Cousins? I don't know if they want Cousins.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think the Bears could do that as a stopgap and get Cousins and then do what Walcomar is saying. And
It'll be an easy game. Easy game. Vikings win. Josh Dobbs, we've already seen him beat bums like the Cowboys and all that.
Oh,
so he can beat the Bears.
Yeah.
He can beat the Bears.
Okay.
Throwing them, catching strays.
Yeah. Yeah, we're bums, but they're great. Second place just got relevant. Just got over 500. Yeah. So y'all are great. Okay, so any final thoughts from anybody except Jake? Because I'm going to mute him.
I got one.
Okay.
Only last thought I gotta say is this: Canelo Alvarez, stop running. David Benavidez just knocked out. Didn't knock him out, but beat the crap out of him. Okay, stop running from your WBC mandatory challenger at 168. David Benavidez, the Mexican monster's coming for you, Canelo. Quit running. Quit running.
Ooh, quit
Quit
running,
running,
baby.
Canelo.
Stop it.
Quit running. Yo, he beat down Andrade.
Had him crip walking in the third round. Let's go.
Wow.
Yo, he had him not coming off the stool in the 7th round, man.
Man, quit said, I don't want it. I want no more.
Canelo
no more.
running? Is he running?
Oh, Canelo's
Stop
been running for
being
years.
scared,
He don't
Canelo.
want it. He don't want it.
Oh,
He doesn't
wow.
want it.
Well, it won't happen then, I guess, right? Usually that kind of stuff never happens. If
My
boxers are proposed to be running, it never
My thing,
happens
my thing is
for
this,
some
Flo.
reason or another.
Canelo said he doesn't want to fight another Mexican, and then Benavidez said, "I'm half Ecuadorian, so fight my Ecuadorian side," and he still fight somebody else. So Canelo don't want no part of him. He wants no part of the Mexican monster. None.
Hey, thanks, Wildcard Omar. Appreciate you.
Hey,
Any final thoughts, Omar?
One game at a time, Wildcard.
Also, everybody, please go join our Facebook group at The Bottom Line Sports. Join our Facebook group, The Bottom Line Sports. Also, subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds and at The Bottom Line Sports.
All right, Ken, you got anything? You got anything, Ken?
Good, bro. I'm good.
Okay. All right, all right, Jake. You
All
got
good,
anything?
bro.
Nothing, Jake. Okay, we'll move on.
BWO by
Nothing from
Jake. BWO.
All right, Jake.
The Broncos.
Hey, I'll be hanging out for a little bit later on.
Man,
Hopefully, Jake will be gone.
Time.
We'll see you later, guys. Appreciate you guys. The Bottom Line Sports. Go subscribe. We appreciate it. Great show. Episode 87. Go enjoy the game. Go Chargers, because I want to be right, but who knows what happens.
Yeah,
My wife's saying bye. Oh, she's not saying bye to me. Maybe that bye to y'all. Okay. All right.
Welcome to the Broncos World Order, guys.
All
Shout out
right.
Ball and Buds. That's right. This is the best sports show ever. The Bottom Line Sports.
And shout out to us for getting Jerry Jones to put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor.
About time.
About time.
About time.
That should have happened in 2005.
About time.
Curse is broken. Cowboys are coming. We're coming for y'all. Hey. We're bringing the hammer.
Thank you all. We love you.
Cowboys bringing the hammer.
Thanksgiving.
One game at a time, man. Let's go.
All right. We'll see y'all next time.
Whoa, he's
Bottom Line Sports. I'm hanging out.
Canelo. Melatonin is coming for you. You don't want this. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. You don't want this. You better
Quit running,
fight him.
Canelo. Quit running.
Quit running.
Bottom
Better
Line
fight
Sports.
him.
Hey, and that's the bottom line, Canelo. Quit running.
Subscribe.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. Down club. Let's go, man.
If y'all hang out, I'll see you in a minute. If y'all hang out, I'll see you. All right.